and generate the marks or maybe ages using what random. But here I just want to explain using marks and also username. So let me say we have faker already imported. We said from faker import faker, and we said what import random. So here we say fake should be equal to fake this, because we want to use the model faker, then we assign it to a variable called fake, then we can be using it in our code flexibly. Do you see that? So now I'm going to say that names should be equal to fake, just as we know it to now be what faker. Then we say first name. How many records do we want? How many names do we want? I said, let me say we want 20 number of names, but we can equally say 1,000 and it will generate it for us. But I want 20. What about the max? The max should be within 10 to 30. But how many number of max do we want? That is what we want because we want them to match, and for that matter, the names and then the marks should be matched in such a way that each student or each name will be matched to what a name. That is what we want, or each name will be matched to a mark, and each mark will be matched to a name. That's what we want, and I'll quickly do that. So now I want us to say what this should now be what our records. And say records should be equal to, let's zip it so that we'll be able to print them such a way that we'll be able to see them together. So now I want us to use a max. So now I want us to use this a loop again, so I'll be able to look through the records and then print them. I want us to index them. That's why I said it should start from 1. Do you see that? So now I see what print. So now if you run, we should be able to see our data. That is that. So now if you run, we should be able to see our data that is going to be indexed from 1 down, and also we'll be having our marks and the names that are going to be matched together. So let me run it for us to see our records. Alright, so you see the records. That is the result of what we have done. So you see we have what we called we have Ian, we have Christy, we have Sin, we have Sarah. These are what random generated names. So if I run it again, we should get different names altogether. We should get different names again. So here we have Sandra, we have what Gabriel and all that. That is how it works, and then they give us control over whatever that we are going to do without much difficulty. You see that we have generated that. So if I change this to 50, we should be able to get 50 records, just as this one is that. Let me change this one to 50. You see that the names will be increased to 50 records instead of 2020. They will be increased to 50. Do you see that here? The last record is what 50. That is that. So you can generate thousands of records without having to challenge yourself or maybe stressing